Before iron tools, written language, and before the wheel was used for transport, someone shaped volcanic stone into near-perfect geometric forms high in the Bolivian Andes. The site is called Puma Punku, and the deeper you look, the harder it is to explain. High in the mountains of Bolivia, nearly 13,000 feet above sea level, lies a site that makes even experienced archaeologists stop and stare. Puma Punku. And if you've ever seen photos of it, you already know why. Because these stones don't look ancient in the way we expect ancient things to look. They look engineered. Not roughly shaped, not primitive, but precise. Perfect angles, straight internal cuts, repeating geometric forms carved into some of the hardest volcanic stone in the region. And the most famous pieces are called the H-blocks, massive stone units carved into shapes that look almost modular, like pieces from a lost construction system. Flat surfaces meet at sharp corners. Channels run through them with consistent depth. Some cuts look so clean that people have compared them to modern machining. Now here's the part that makes people pause. Mainstream archaeology attributes Puma Punku to the Tiwanaku culture, roughly between 500 and 1000 AD, a society without iron tools, without a known writing system, without wheels used for heavy transport, yet somehow capable of producing stonework that looks industrial. So how did they do it? That question is where everything begins. Because when you first walk through Puma Punku, it doesn't feel like random ruins. It feels like pieces of something bigger. Like parts of a structure that once fit together with incredible accuracy. The H-blocks are especially strange. Many share nearly identical measurements, suggesting planning, templates, or standardized design. That implies something more than just carving stone by eye. And then there's the material. Andesite, hard, dense volcanic rock. You can shape it with stone tools, yes, but it takes enormous time and precision, which raises another question. How many people were involved? How long would it take? What techniques allowed them to maintain symmetry across multiple blocks? Some researchers believe abrasion with sand and hammerstones could achieve this level of finish. Others point to copper tools combined with polishing techniques. But when you see rows of near-perfect internal angles, it still feels surprising. And then there's transport. Some of the largest stones associated with the broader Tiwanaku complex weigh over 100 tons. No trees for rollers, no draft animals like oxen. Extreme altitude, rough terrain. So imagine moving that, not once, but repeatedly. This is where the debate really splits. One side says we underestimate ancient engineering, that humans, given enough time and coordination, can accomplish astonishing feats without advanced technology. The other side asks whether something about ancient knowledge has been lost, techniques or systems we no longer fully understand. And here's the thing most people don't realize. Puma Punku is not just mysterious because of how it was built. It's mysterious because we don't actually know what it originally looked like. The site today is scattered. Blocks are broken, flipped, displaced. Some researchers think earthquakes destroyed it. Others believe later cultures dismantled parts. Whatever happened, the original design is gone. And that means every interpretation is partly reconstruction, partly guesswork, which leaves space for endless speculation. Was it a ceremonial platform? A monumental gateway? A symbol of power meant to impress anyone who arrived at Tiwanaku? Or was it something more complex than we currently imagine? And maybe the real mystery isn't aliens or lost civilizations. Maybe it's this. We assume ancient people were primitive because they came before us. But what if they simply approached engineering differently? Different tools, different priorities, different ways of thinking about stone. Because when you stand among the H blocks, you don't just see ruins. You see intention. You see repetition. You see precision. And whether you believe the answers are simple or extraordinary, one thing is certain. Puma Punku refuses to fit comfortably into the story we tell about technological progress. And that's exactly why people keep coming back to it.